Hi, everybody. Welcome to episode 40. Oh, my goodness. And it's basically my 1 year anniversary because we started May 5th and it's the week before May 5th. So maybe it's the 1 year anniversary, but it's definitely episode 40. So thank you all for trugging along with us and being on this journey. So we love you guys. It's been something else. Forgive my red face. I was at the beach yesterday with no sunscreen on, and I think that it's between that and I probably have high blood pressure, but I'm taking a natural supplement that has helped lower my blood pressure in the past. But I had potato chips last night and I woke up feeling like crap, and I realized when I have potato chips, that's actually like a trigger for my body. So my friend had a great point. He said it's probably the salt, which is probably raising my blood pressure. So if I croak right here, then, I'll talk to you in spirit. So, but I don't mean to traumatize you if I do croak right here, but this is troublesome. Anyway, so aside from that, sorry for the gloom and doom, I've been in the flow. My friend also said, he was like, we were talking about energy and just being in the flow. And he said, you got to ride the quantum wave. Like everything is a wave of energy. Like literally there's a line in the Eagles song, Hotel California, and it says, we are programmed to receive. And it's so true. Like our souls, we are on earth. We are meant to be receiving things, but we get in the way of our own blessings, So I'm going to talk about manifesting later instead of channeling, because that's been draining the shit out of me. So I'm going to have to pick up the channeling at another time. But I can't do it anymore because it really is draining. And it just is like bringing me to another place. And I feel very vulnerable in it. And so we're not going to do channeling anymore, but we will do a little manifesting, maybe a rant of appreciation or gratuity rant or something like that. But we'll do some manifesting at the end. I want to talk about my shiny crystal. My shiny crystal is road trips. Well, I've done 5 cross-country road trips basically because of my dog ever since the pandemic. Like he's been on the plane before and he has flown since the pandemic, but it's a hassle. It's a long trip for him. He does great on the plane. He's very chill. It's a lot. It's a lot for my traveling experience. It's a lot for him to go through. He likes it, but I just feel like it's a long experience. So I started to drive across country when I lived in LA to come visit my family in New York. Then I moved a couple of times. And one time we moved to Wilmington. We stayed with friends in Wilmington. And then we stayed in New York. So the past 5-6 years, I'd say, have been pretty nomadic. Like many people have been going through that. So there's been many road trips. And road trips have been the best experience of my life. So I often find they call it wanderlust. So you have wanderlust. Like I get an itch. So like the past couple of weeks, I've been driving to the Hamptons, which is like an hour and a half from where I am. But I'm like, just put the dog in the car and we're off. I love a road trip. Just being in the car, you got the music playing, the windows down, and my favorite in the springtime right now, like you see the trees like budding and half of them are like green and then some of them are still budding. It's just so beautiful. And it just puts me in the flow. Like it puts my energy in alignment. And I really have noticed the universe showing me that when I'm in alignment and I'm not controlling or thinking negative thoughts or I'm being positive, when you're being positive and not toxic positivity, like when you're just in your head, like, you know what, it'll work out. Or if you get a negative thought, you say to yourself, yeah, this is my mind and I don't want to embellish in a negative thought. So you can release the negative thought because the negative thought is going to come to you, but you have the choice to release it. So road trips for me they just give me that love it. I just think driving is so like therapeutic and so freeing, and just I would suggest it to any of you. Like you don't have to do a road trip across the country. Just get in your car and go. Like in your own state, I'm sure there's places to drive to a few hours away. If you have a dog, it's even better. Oh my God. I mean, I can't talk on how it is when you're alone, but actually before I had my dog, I used to drive all the time and I loved it. But I never had like real, like legitimate road trips the way I do now. Like I would totally do van life. Like if I could just get a van that's got like a bed. I don't necessarily think I need a kitchen because it's not like I'm cooking now. So I would say, yeah, like a bed, maybe a little like cute, comfortable chair, I would love that. That actually, I would love to manifest that, like a nice van that you could live in for like a year. I don't want to be living in the van forever, but like for like a year with the dog, with Truth. I just think road trips are so special. They're definitely even more special when you share it with somebody. I'm sure it's great. I haven't had like a partner, but I share it with my dog. I don't know. I just think it's really freeing, beautiful. I think if you do it by yourself, it's actually probably very cleansing as well. If you're a friendly person, you could meet people along the way. People in all the other states that I visited, very friendly, very nice people. And what my favorite thing about a road trip is when you enter like a new environment or like a new state and you just smell it. Like when I'm down south, I could smell that down south smell. There's something in the air maybe it's the pine trees or when you're like up in the mountains, you get that different scent. Or like, I remember one time I was driving through Missouri and you just get like this, like, you get the scent of the life there. I don't know. I'm also very sensitive. My senses are very sensitive. So I enjoy things like that. Like I'll take like a breath in and I'll be like, smell that, take a whiff. My little nephews are the only ones that really appreciate that when I do that. They will stop and take the whiff and they're like, that does smell nice. And adults are looking at me like, what? I think it's important to like really stop and embellish in your feelings. I was at the beach this week and in the Hamptons alone. There was nobody there. It was literally me and Truth. There was this log that I was sitting against. I was writing and I was talking to my friend about being magic and manifesting and God and just how we are the universe. And literally when you let your energy match the energy of the universe, which is where we are, you literally flow like the fucking universe. It's incredible. So as I'm saying all that, I look up and there's this huge swan just gliding right in front of me. And I'm like, I was just talking about how perfect and majestic and heavenly this space is and that I stumbled upon it. I don't even know how I found it. And then this fucking swan, this huge swan just comes and I'm like, universe, now you're showing off. I was like, now you're showing off. It was really funny. But I love it. I'll just drive there and then drive back. And, you don't have to stay overnight. It's free. It's not free. You pay for gas. But it's not, you know what I mean? It's free to just drive, like besides gas. Like you don't have to get a hotel and all that stuff. So I just think if any of you can jump in your car and just take a road trip, even if it's just for the day, do it. It is so good for your soul. It is so good. You're here to live your life. You're not here to just work. You're here to live it. You're here to experience it because if you're exuding that good energy, if you're feeling in the flow, you could help others get in the flow. Like it's so beautiful, man. So I would suggest any of you, if you have a day off or, like just do it. Get in the car and go. And then on the way back, I said to myself, because the first time I had done this, I was like, it was the perfect day. And this second time I went, I was like, there's no way I'm going to replicate this. So I'm not even going to try. It'll be what it'll be. And it was even better than the first time. The way back, there was a rainbow. It didn't even rain. And there was a rainbow the whole time on the parkway. I was like, thank you, universe. And I'm doing, more thankful. Thank you. Like, just say thank you. Say thank you to the universe and the universe will provide. It's incredible. All right, well, let's go on to our reincarnate or reincarnate. So today I am doing ant or a duck. The duck was inspired by the swan. I know swans aren't ducks, but they're duckish. I feel like they're of the duck family. An ant. Would I want to reincarnate as an ant? No, because I feel like, there's so many of them. I feel that they're always working. They're always doing so. They're always busy, like building. They never stop. I've never seen an ant just like chilling out. Like I've never seen an ant just like hanging out. Like they got their little hives going. And then what do? Like when they're done, they just sit there. And then when the sun is up, boom, they're back to work. Like, and then people are so mean to ants, like pouring hot water in their little holes. Like that's so nasty, they're just so like mean to ants that, this ants, and you don't want the ants in your house. They are definitely troublesome, but they're ants. I remember when I was a kid, was standing on this was in Florida. I was standing on a red ant farm, and they were like all over my feet. The adults scooped me up. Oh my God, he's got red ants all over him. It was crazy. They were all over my feet. But ants they're just, it's an unfortunate life because they work, they build their little house. Someone comes along and crushes it. They live under the ground. They're 1 in a trillion. I feel like every ant looks alike. Yeah, I definitely wouldn't want to be an ant. The poor little guys. Oh my God. And then when they find a crumb or they get some food, they got to call the whole crew. Everybody's got to come just to pick up this little crumb. And then they're not all sharing that crumb. That like 100 ants went and lifted that crumb. 5 ants are eating it. Everyone else is getting screwed. Yeah, no, I'm definitely not being an ant. That is not a vibe. So yeah, no on ants. Duck. Do I want to be a duck? Let me think about that one. Would I reincarnate into a duck? Ugh. I feel like they're annoying. I feel like ducks are a little nasty. They're always like, they're just nasty. Their feathers are always ruffled. Truth, whenever he's looking in the pond or the lake, they come darting out after him. I don't feel like ducks are happy. I feel like they're agitated. I feel like they're pissed off. They're not really like swans sometimes, but swans can be a little nasty too. Even Howard the duck, he was nasty. God damn, he had an attitude. Remember Howard the duck? He was pissed off. I feel like they're always just like getting their little feathers in a fluster. They're not happy campers, ducks. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think I would want. And then you're stuck in the lake. I don't want to be stuck in the lake as a duck. So yeah, I don't think I would want to be a duck or an ant. Huh. Ducks. Yeah, I don't. Yeah, they feel dirty, ducks. I don't feel like. Yeah, dirty ducks. Sounds like a hotel. Dirty duck. So yeah, no, I don't think I would be an ant or a duck. Huh. Interesting. Well, all right. I don't have much to say about ducks, to be honest with you. I feel like they are a little cranky, I've yet to see a happy duck. Have you ever seen a duck that's just like, oh, come here, you little duck, I want to pet you. Like, and what's so funny is they have that saying where they say, what is it? Like, let it roll off your back, like water off a duck's back. That means that like you just don't care. But meanwhile, I feel like ducks care the most. So there's a little irony there. Water off a duck's back. But meanwhile, ducks give a shit. They care a lot. Yeah. No. Pissed off. They're angry. There's they got an attitude, ducks. All right. Oh, wise one today. Let's see. Oh, wise one. This was an interesting question. If I continually dream about someone who's alive, who you don't have any regular contact with, who's from your past, but not really in a big way, what does it mean? I dream about this guy from my high school continuously, and I have no contact with him as an adult. And he was not a major part of my life in high school. Huh. And I have no idea why I'm doing this. But I am genuinely interested if it means anything spiritually. So the first thing, as I was reading that question, the first thing that I was thinking about, like the first thing that came to my mind when you were saying that, I think there was something about this boy that there was something about this boy that you liked, and maybe he didn't show you any attention, or there feels like something unresolved. Like it feels like to me that there's something about yourself that you never really got to unresolve through your feelings for him. I feel he may have represented either self-worth. That's what I'm picking up. I think this is a personal thing for you. I think that there's something with self-worth, or maybe not feeling like good enough or seen enough or something, and it still sticks with you. I'm getting that this is a self-worth thing. I would look deeper into this. I think you should think about this more as to what you felt about him. And you can message me and I'll definitely go through this with you. what you felt about him. Because I'm picking up that this is more about you than it is about him. So I would say to anyone listening in a bigger way, if this is happening to you, although right now I'm specifically getting a hit for you, I think it's a matter of how did you feel about him and what were the feelings that came up? Okay, let me know. Oh, so what I'm also doing, let's do the sponsor. Let's go to Christine Louisi, our sponsor, our love. We love her. Get your gift certificates, Christine Louisi at Collective Beauty Skincare Studio in Malvern, New York. Absolutely, like I always say, incredible place, easy peasy. You can get gift cards for anyone who lives here. You could text her. The number is in the bio. Christine Louisi at Collective Beauty Skincare Studio. We absolutely love you. She does great work. She hasn't done my face in months, so this redness is not from Christine, I promise. This is from my own negligence and probably high blood pressure. But yeah, we love Christine. Check her out. Many of you maybe have seen that I'm posted this thing about this. I'm doing a group thing called The Circle. It's not your like regular like group reading type stuff. Like it's not that. I want it to be something special. I'm curating this group where I'm going to open up the floor, collective energy. It'll be little reads for people but it's the unveiling your truth thing. It's the what's underneath. As we're talking in conversation, I'm going to be feeling things and getting hits. So I'll be using the psychic or clairvoyant abilities. But it's going to be like a group thing. I want it to be something different than what's already out there. So we're trying it. We're going to, see what comes up, and I'm very excited about it. All of you who already booked, very excited to see you guys there and see what comes up. But yeah, I'm excited because I that's one of my favorite things to do is the unveiling your truth thing, or just seeing you or seeing what it is that you can't see for yourself. So I'm excited. I know that all the people that did book are people I've done readings for already. So you already kind of know the vibe. You're already part of the family. Very excited. It's called The Circle. You could check out my Instagram and you'll see some posts there, but it's small groups. I'm keeping it at 8 people a group. They're both booked up for May, but June we're adding 2. I'm going to do 2 a month and see where it goes. So I'm excited about that. So check that out. All right, my love. So let's get into our manifesting rant. Yeah, let's do that. I've never done, it's kind of like Abraham Hicks-ish. If you know Abraham Hicks, how she does those rants of gratuity, and she's a channeler. So I feel like it's kind of like along the same thing, but she does the rants while she's in channel like mode. So what I will do is this. I will connect. I'm not saying that I'm channeling, but I will connect. I will put myself in a meditative space, and then we'll do a rant of appreciation because I've been feeling the manifesting vibe lately. All right, so I'm going to let me just get myself in that space. And all of you do this as well, too. Close your eyes. Again, if you're not driving, if you're in a space where you can, close your eyes. If you are driving and listening, I would prefer you don't do this, but you could listen. But if you aren't and you can just chill for a second, close your eyes and breathe. And let's manifest. But let's just do appreciation. I'm grateful that I can smell. I'm grateful that I'm alive. I'm grateful that I have a beautiful dog. Grateful that we can see. Grateful that we can hear. Grateful that you can walk. Grateful that you can touch things and feel things. It's so beautiful to be able to experience life through the senses, through sight, hearing, smell, touch. It's so great to be able to express ourselves. It's so great that we live in a place where we can express ourselves and we can talk about what we like and what we don't like. It's so great that we can communicate, that we know words. It's so amazing that we can use words to communicate our feelings. It's so great that we can taste things, that you could drink something and taste it. It's so great that you can smell what a strawberry smells like and you could taste what a strawberry tastes like. It's so great that you can go to sleep and wake up naturally. It really is so great that you can love, that you can laugh. It's so great that you can earn money. It's so great that you can spend money. It's so great that you can give money. It's so great that you can buy things that make you happy. Ice cream. Oh, I just thought of ice cream with sprinkles. Like, what a freaking blessing. There are people who don't get to have ice cream. You are all blessed. Everybody is blessed. If you are alive, you are blessed. Being in a human body, even though hard at times, is a blessing. Remember that. If you have one family member that's alive, that is a blessing. Love that family member. Be with the people that you love. Be kind to the people you don't know. Smile at people. Smile. Smiling is a blessing. It's a gift. Smile when you can. Know that everything works out. Things work out. That is the way energy is set up. Energy is set up for things to work out if you let go. If you don't control. Don't control. Action is needed, but control is not. Act when you can. Act when you want. Act in a positive, happy, fun way. Don't force. Oh, energy is not to be forced. Just go with the flow. Don't force. Force is the opposite of manifesting. Force is literally the thing that stops manifesting. Don't force, just flow. Don't force, just flow. I love that. Flow. Let it go. Let it all go. Know that it's meant to be. It's meant to happen. Things are meant to happen for you. If things are bad around you, that's the universe showing you that things aren't aligned and you need to change them. Things that are going on around you are the mirror of what's going on inside you. That's energy 101. That's like physics 101, quantum physics, all that stuff. What you see on the outside is what's going on the inside. That's clear. So change what's going on the inside and the outside reflects it. The universe will show you. Let go. All right, man. I love that. I'm telling you. When I started my comedy career, I was doing Abraham Hicks and Bashar. Giannis Pappas, if any of you are comedy fans, he always makes fun of me about it. He used to be like, Thomas Dale's on some next shit with the Bashar. I love Bashar. He's channeling an alien. And I swear, I used to go... I manifested that career. Like I was getting things like just by like, I was good at what I did. I'm funny, but like opportunities were happening. I was doing I was like doing a power of appreciation. I would like, when I was walking to the train, I would touch the telephone pole, dirty nails, staples, and I would touch it. And I'd be like, I'm so blessed to be able to feel this pole. And I would touch the pole and I was like, I love feeling this wood. I'm so blessed to like you just say the things out loud. Just put your mind, if you tell your mind that, you truly will feel it. And when you feel it, it vibrates out. Like we are vibrations. Like you have to get out of your human brain and just be the vibration. And the way to get into that vibration is by letting go and saying the appreciations, saying the things you're grateful for, focusing on the things you're grateful for. Yes, there are tough times and there are things that are, but don't focus on those things because that'll just bring it down and make it harder. Focus on the things that are good. If everything is terrible in your life and everything's crumbling, but maybe you have a dog or you have your mom or you have a sister or you have a best friend that you love, just think about that person and say, I love that person and I have that person. I'm so grateful to have that person. If you don't have any of that and everything is shit around you, but you can still walk, keep it simple and say, I'm so happy and blessed that I could walk. It just switches things, And if you can do that more and more and more, your experience will show that. And your body, your energy, your soul will show that to you. So if you're not happy in a situation, you have to just change it. Change your environment. I always say that's why I love road trips. That's why I just get in the car and go. There's so much out there. And environment, when your eyes see something different, or your nose smells something different, or your ears hear, something different. Like I like peace and quiet and birds. So I brought myself to a place that was very quiet, and all I heard was the birds and the crashing waves. Brought me right to Zen. So do it, guys. All right, my loves. Well, episode 40. Say hi to us. Check us out. Say hi to me on Instagram. I always love that. ThomasDale5. And follow the podcast, Crusty Crystals Pod. All right. Love you guys. Bye.